Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It is Marvin speaking. We're going to get straight into a video, and it's allegedly Daniel's cousin Logan talking about the Lily and Jack missing case. Let's get straight into this because this is quite interesting.
Did Mom ever hey, I just find it so odd. You would think, did any of them ever make the statement that they wanted to look for the children, or did she make a fuss saying I don't want to leave until I find my kids?
No.
Really?
No. So that's what I stated as well. Because when I got there, I said, do you want me to stay with the baby? You can go look. She goes, I'm going to stay with the baby. Okay, said whatever. So I went looking. So that was the next thing, was when she was told that the baby had to leave the residence. She's exactly told she did not have to leave the residence. They just wanted the baby off the residence, from away from the residence. That this whole scenario isn't something a kid should be a part of. So the baby was going to come to my house. So she's never been apart from the baby. Never. She's meadow. So I said, you're more than welcome to come too. If not, I am comfortable. I have 3 kids of my own. Like Malehya, I can take care of this kid. I can take care of the baby, no problem. So first the baby, it was just going to be the baby. And then she decided she was going to come with me. So, but then something changed and we were at the briefing. Her mother said something to her. And then I had to take everything out of my car and put it in her mother's car. And like I said, she had this whole plan. She was going to drive her car into my house. Mm-hmm. And she was going to, and then the plan changed. Oh, I'm going to take the car to my mother's. I'm going with my mother. Well, she didn't even come back for the car. The search and rescue had her car towed to wherever she was because they left the car. That's how much of a hurry that was to leave. Malehya stayed at the house.
That's really bizarre. Why she left so quickly. Really bizarre.
They stayed at the residence Friday night.
And just out of curiosity, because I think you said something I wasn't quite sure I understood. When did Malehya's mother arrive at the house?
So she arrived Friday. She was there before I got there on Friday when they went missing. I'm not sure the exact time. We all tried to figure that out. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah. And did Malehya's mother stay overnight there?
I am unsure, but she was there in the morning when I came back. So she could have stayed the night. Like I said, I am unsure because I didn't stay at the residence that night. I went home. Mm-hmm. And Daniel did pass the lie detector test.
So what was Daniel's relationship like with Malehya's mom?
From what I understand, Malehya's relationship with her mother was never great. She didn't want to live with her mother. So Daniel's poison is, from what I understand, poison. He always said, and he said this in his interviews over and over again, is every time Malehya got ahead in life, her mother pulled her back. So we'll just go with that.
I just find it
Sounds as though a mother's sort of very dominant.
It's strange how the grandmother would convince her daughter to leave
the residence
instead of staying with her to look for these babies.
That woman has never shed a tear the whole time she was there. My dad even stated that. He goes, I cried like my father cried and cried and cried. This is a 55-year-old man. And he cried for those children, and that grandmother didn't shed a tear.
Now, I know you can't speak on Daniel's behalf, but what does he really truly believe happened to these kids?
That's something that he has stated all along, that it's something that has to come from him. He believes they were, I think he believes that they were picked up by now, that they were abducted, because there's no sign of them in the woods. He doesn't believe they're in the woods.
Uh-huh. So he really doesn't believe that Mom had anything to do with it.
That's something I don't know, because you always have your line of doubt, right? You always have your theories, and you're saying, so I can't speak on his behalf on that. Like,
Yeah, I understand. It's just I just know that they both used each other as an alibi and in the morning in regards to the situation.
Absolutely. And no, I don't believe he believed or believes that Malaya had anything to do with the children missing.
A question that I have is, did Malaya have, or do you know, if Malaya had her own cell phone?
Yes, she has her own cell phone. I've called her on it.
Okay. And Daniel has his own cell phone.
Absolutely, but they're a very open couple.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I was just curious.
I see that. Did you think Malaya met somebody else type deal?
Oh, no, that's not where I was going with this. No. No, I was actually thinking back to when Daniel had said that he had gone out looking for the children and that the police, he had offered up his phone to the police to check the GPS and, you know, all that sort of thing, right?
Absolutely, yeah. No, they do have separate cell phones.
Okay. All right.
And the cops even gave Daniel a cell phone while they took Daniel's cell phone, so, like, yeah,
Right.
no.
Okay.
I don't know, like I said, like, whatever.
Well, at least we know that the RCMP acted quite swiftly, taking his phone and probably, the kid's mother's phone as well. I think that was a massive thing to do.
She has offered up, or whatever she has done, if she had a lie detector test or whatever she has done, I can't speak on her behalf anymore because I haven't seen her since literally that Saturday, but I haven't spoken to her since that Sunday.
So did it come as a shock to Daniel that she actually up and left him?
Yes, 100%. Like because one moment there was an altercation at the end of the driveway, which was me and one of Malaya's family members screaming at each other, and the cops were called down. So when the cops came down, they took Malaya aside, they took my mother aside because my mother said she was part of the altercation, which she was. I was as well, and my aunt. We all got spoken to by the police. Malaya literally told the police officer right then and there, like, this is the happiest I've ever been. I feel the safest when I'm with here. Like, even when she left, Officer Mason was dead shocked, as was Daniel, that she actually left. Because she told the officer that it was the safest she's ever been. So
After her mother got there.
Sounded like Malaya's mum wanted her out of there for some reason. It could be that she didn't trust Daniel.
That was before her mother got to her.
And I just want to clarify, when you're saying that, she was saying that this is the safest she's ever felt, meaning in your company and your family's company.
Yes,
correct? Yeah.
absolutely, yes.
Okay.
So, to know that he got home to go contact her, that he was blocked and deleted, was a complete and utter shock.
How old is Malaya?
Malaya is 27, I believe.
Oh, 27.
And Daniel's 30.
32, I believe.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to mention something. There's 211 people in the room. Could we get people to tap, please, and just boost the channel? It really, really, really helps the channel a lot. So if you're sitting here watching and you're enjoying the content, please support the channel.
Yes, tap away.
Oh, and I described Daniel and Malaya's relationship great, to be totally honest. Like, for every time I've been around and been there, they've completely got along. So I don't know. Every relationship has issues, but I've never. I described their relationship as great. Like, they became very close. They had a child together. He raises their kids. She helped raise his other kid. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't see any.
I always think it's quite bizarre, though, if Daniel thinks that the kids have been kidnapped, how and when? And why didn't anyone see anything? That just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't.
And has Daniel had the opportunity, since this has happened, to visit Meadow?
No.
So who's preventing them from... Is it Malaya that's preventing them from doing that?
From what I understand, it's Children's Aid.
Sorry, from what you understand, it's who?
Children's Aid.
Why would Children's Aid withhold access to his child?
I'm not sure. And this is the type of situation that I've never been in.
Like he even, I mean,
And he has proved himself over and over again. So, an CPS issue with this is kind of not my spot to say. So what goes on there? But no, from what I understand,
Sounds as though she knows a little bit more, but she doesn't really want to say it to the public, to be honest with you, in why Daniel's not allowed to see his child. And especially it's obviously if there's a child service involved in this as well, child safety service involved in this, should I say.
and this is the only thing I'm going to say about it, is I believe it is CPS that is doing this right now.
So is it
Like, I'm
Malehya
surprised that
Malaya's mom that has access to the little one right now?
The baby, Meadow is in custody of her mother. Like
Okay.
Malehya has custody of Meadow at the moment.
I don't understand why they wouldn't allow Daniel access.
I don't understand why, if this
then
is a case.
Malehya has the baby.
unless
Exactly.
she made allegations of domestic abuse. But even then, it would have to go to family court, and he should be allowed at a minimal right now supervised access. With his children.
Absolutely, and we've been going through all that. But as of right now, we're working on that. So that's something I don't really want to discuss, is like his doings with the children at the moment.
Right. And that's fair enough. Absolutely.
And I don't believe she's met anybody else. Like I said she felt the safest and everything there. So everybody's saying that maybe she met somebody new. I don't believe that. Her and Daniel were great, so I can't.
So just your gut instinct. What do you think? And if you're not comfortable, that's fine. I mean, what is your gut instinct? What's going on with Malehya? Why is she doing all of this?
I believe her mother's kind of manipulative. From what I've seen of her,
Why would the mom want to do this?
I don't know. But what I've met of the mother, I've been Daniel and her have been together 3 years. So this is the first time I have ever met the mother. And like I said, and you know when you get vibes from people, you know. Even when I was putting my phone number in Malehya's phone for her, when she was leaving, her mother seemed like I was doing something wrong. Like she was like, "What are you doing with Malehya's phone? Like, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm giving her my number so she has me to call. Like, I'm a safe place. Like,
Right.
why are you being so nosy on what I'm doing to your daughter's phone? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, why?" But when I did try to call
Just sounds suspicious of everybody.
Malehya afterwards, like on that Sunday, to check on Meadow and to check on her, she answered. And as soon as she answered, what I got was, I said, "How is Meadow?" She goes, "Meadow is fine." And then I hear in the background, "Who are you talking to? Hang that phone up." So
She's very toxic. Yeah.
yes. So then when I called back the next time, because I'm very persistent, I'm going to call the next day, my number was blocked. So, you know, a little trick on your phone, if you're blocked, you can private your number and it will still go through. So I did call, but I didn't say anything because I wanted to see who would answer the phone. Her mother answered the phone, and she went Malehya's phone, so I did not talk, and I just hung up the phone because I knew I wasn't going to get anywhere. You're a 27-year-old girl and your mother has custody of your phone. I think there's an issue there.
Yeah, very, very controlling, it sounds like. But like I said, we need to hear from sort of Malehya, her view on thoughts on that, and also her mum. I think there's two sides to every story on this as well. So we've got to sort of look out for that as well.
Interesting.
She seems very toxic to me, and like I said, yes, very controlling. And that's how Daniel has described her to me, because I've asked about her.
Yeah.
Jack, it's time to go to bed, baby. No, it's time to go to bed, baby. That 3 hours.
So that Jack, Logan has got 3 children, and one of them is called Jack. So it's not the Jack that's missing for people who might think it is.
Or late nap was not a great idea. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, yeah. So if there's not anything else, I'm going to try to get this little creature to go to bed. But yeah, I kind of hope that I helped squash some.
You know, Logan, I want to thank you again so much for trusting this channel. I understand that you haven't ever spoken out. You have not spoken to the media.
I won't speak to
And
them
again-
again. I've been contacted daily.
Well, again, I just want to thank you so much. I really, really appreciate and the trust that you have in me, in the channel, in our mods, and you are very welcome back anytime.
So that was it, people. So that was apparently Daniel's cousin Logan telling us about the squabbles, and and that basically, Mahalia was just basically whisked away by a mother, and it seems like to me there was in-house fighting with family members for quite a while, it seems, probably over the kids, and obviously Mahalia's mother getting involved as well. Let me know what you think, people. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. I thought it was quite kind of genuine, to be honest. Let me know what you think of it. Thank you.